Just yesterday, the 5th set in the Ninjago City collection was revealed. Ninjago City Workshops. This is the smallest city set we've gotten so far, having 3,244 pieces, 10 minifigures, and it costs $250 when it comes out on March 1st. This set was rumored to be a Crossroads set, and come with some characters like Mr. Frohickey. And while I don't dislike what we got at all, why wasn't this a Crossroads set? I think everyone would have preferred that over this. Anyways, this does look pretty good. The whole thing is built around this mech that's included, and the gimmick is that you're meant to finish the mech by adding on pieces that are scattered around the build. And I don't know why this was included. This set is ages 14 and up, and I doubt anyone that age or older would care about something like that. I certainly don't care about it, and I'm only a year older than the target demographic. So I really don't think anyone older than me will care about this gimmick. That isn't a big deal though. I do like how this set is built around the mech. There even being a crane and a garage. But because of that garage, there's only actually 4 buildings in here, which is a really small number. The first one is a magic shop for a drama. The next one is a small restaurant. The third one is an apartment for Zane, which includes a couple micro builds of older sets. And finally, there's a model store with a micro build of Cole's Titan Dragon mech and references to all the other Titan mechs, as well as the original Samurai X mech. All of these rooms are great, it's just not a lot compared to the other city sets. Let's talk about the mech now. This looks like a really good mech. Nice color scheme, lots of articulation. The one thing I don't like about it is something that doesn't have anything to do with the mech itself. Also included in the set is Dorama's puppet that is tiny. This thing is nowhere near the size it is in the show. So I would have preferred for the pieces of the mech to go into this build instead of some random mech. Now for the minifigures. For the good, we got Dorama, Twitchy Tim, Dr. Illo, and Casual Harumi. I haven't been dying for this figure like some people have been, but it's still really nice to see. All 4 of these figures are perfect. Harumi could have used leg printing, but it doesn't really bother me. And I don't know if I'm fully on board with them using lavender for Dorama. And now for the bad, which is pretty much everything else. Zane and Pixel are nice, but nothing new. The Dragonian Taurus is fun, but nothing special. And then the last 3 figures are just nameless civilians, which usually I'm perfectly fine with, but in this case not so much. This set only includes 10 minifigures, which is a very small number for a set of this size. And because of that, I would have much preferred to get either 2 new characters we haven't gotten yet, or 2 more ninjas. Because this set only includes 1 ninja, which is insane. I think that Cole should have definitely been here since he wasn't in the markets. And same with Jay, I guess. Though if Jay was included, I'm not sure whether they would have gone with Rogue, given us a new non-canon Casual Jay, or non-canon Storm Jay. I think that Sora would be my second pick for which ninja should have been in the set. Overall, this minifigure selection is pretty lackluster. Has some really good figs, but unfortunately the rest of it falls short. This set is made to go with the other city sets, but how well does it stand on its own? Unfortunately, this is probably the worst city set in that department. All of the others can stand on their own just fine, but I feel like this one kinda needs at least one of the other sets. And I think that's just due to its size. All of the others feel like their own sets that double as an expansion to the original city. But this one just feels like an expansion. And that's not to say that it would look awful on a shelf by itself. I don't think it would, but just not as good as the other 4. Speaking of its size, I know that there are most likely going to be some people who aren't a big fan of this one just because it's so small. But for me, I really like that smaller. Not every one of these sets has to be ginormous and an Nexel or just have an Ninjago set. I think that having a few smaller modulars is a really good idea and will allow for more customization. Overall, the set is good. Maybe not great, but good. It may be smaller than the other sets, but it still has the same charm that makes them all so great. I honestly have no idea if I'll get this set or not. If I do get it, then I'm pretty sure I know where I would put it, which unfortunately would not be beside the markets. The shelf I have that set on is just barely shorter than 3 base plates. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this set. What do you guys think about the Ninjago City Workshops? And with that, if you enjoyed, I'd really appreciate it if you took 2 seconds to like and subscribe. Bye!